Guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome all the new subscribers, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel and I am so glad to have you. Before we get right into the video, please take a moment there to like and subscribe, and also turn in the notification bell so that you can be notified each time I make a new video. Thank you very much, and let's get right into the video. So this video is going to be episode 2 of the Beginner's Guide to Natural Hair series that I'm starting here on YouTube, and I've got my little book here with me so that I don't get to miss any points. So today we're going to be talking about how to go natural. I get asked how do I go natural? How do I turn my relaxed hair to natural hair? And today we'll be talking about that. So to go from relaxed to natural, or to turn your natural hair from relaxed to natural, there are 2 routes you can take. The first one is transitioning, and the second one is big chop. Transitioning is a process of slowly eliminating your relaxed ends by slowly cutting off the relaxed part of your hair and letting your new growth come in. Your natural hair is your new growth without the relaxer processes, and without relaxer on it, that's your natural hair. So you slowly grow off your relaxed hair and cut it off, and then you allow your new growth to come in. So there are 2 processes involved, or there are 2 steps involved. First, you stop all relaxer applications, and then you slowly cut off your relaxed ends. Probably every 2 months you trim off a bit of your relaxed hair. Every 2 months you trim off, or every 3 months, or however you are comfortable with it. On my notes here I wrote that transitioning is a long process of discontinuing or stopping relaxer applications and allowing the natural new growth to grow out, while gradually trimming the relaxed or chemically processed ends. Yeah, in my notes here I wrote that there are 2 steps, like I said before. You stop or discontinue the relaxers, and then the second step is you also want to discontinue using direct heat on your hair until you're done transitioning. So I will put in a picture of what transitioning hair looks like. You have, from time to time as you go in your transitioning game, you have the natural roots and you also have the thin or relaxed ends. The difference will be very clear. The second way to go natural is big chop. In my notes here I wrote it is called so because you take the shortcut and chop off all your hair at once, okay, and start from scratch. And of course you have to cease all relaxer applications, and then you will end up with a TWA. I think I will insert a picture of myself here when I first did the big chop with my TWA. TWA means teeny weeny afro. That's an afro that's very small. There are various sizes of TWA. There are some people that will still refer to what I am currently wearing right now as a TWA. I don't know, I call this the awkward stage, but I will show you a picture of what going all out and doing the big chop is. So it's up to you to choose whether you want to do the transitioning step or you want to big chop. Okay, so transitioning and big chop, they have their pros and cons, and I wrote down a few of them here so that I do not get to forget anything. So for transitioning, the pros here is that you have time to learn about your particular hair type. If you know your particular hair type, you use that time to learn about it. The second thing here is you are if you are not comfortable with short hair, then you can avoid that adjustment or awkward stage and avoid the way to growing back your hair. If you're not comfortable with short hair, you just, you know, you just have your relaxed hair as it is, and you gently grow out the hair until the hair is, up to the length you're comfortable with, and then you trim it off. And another pro is during transitioning, you have time to perfect your styling skills. Now, the con for transitioning is that the texture of your hair will not be consistent, and it will be difficult, to handle two different textures as your new growth comes in. So if you're someone like me who has trouble or problem with handling two different textures, because that is why I took the big chop route, because I had too many conflicting textures. My relaxed hair wasn't properly relaxed. It was half texlaxed, half under relaxed, half over processed, and I just couldn't handle it. And my hair texture, as I am currently, I have 3 different textures on my head alone. So combining that with the amount of different textures on my relaxed hair was just too much for me. So I would not be able to handle that. That is why I took the big chop route. So if you're someone who will not be able to handle all the textures, then I would advise you, to take the easier route, or take the easier way out. So the next con is that the process of transitioning takes longer, than the big chop. Now for the big chop, there are some pros too. The first pro I have here, please speak, Nddy. The first pro I have here is you have a consistent hair texture, as opposed to transitioning where you have to deal with two. So please, that I had to choose that route because it's hard for a baby girl. And the second one is there are no long waits, to go natural. Your hair is returned to its natural state as soon as your natural hair is chopped off, and of course all relaxer application stopped. You cannot be natural and keep having a relaxer applications, please. The next pro here is with a big chop, you have a fresh start. No chemically processed ends of course is waiting for your hair to grow longer. And another one is learning to deal with an entirely new texture on the spot. Yes, and coming up with hairstyles for short natural hair. So for someone like me, I dealt with that by just rocking my afro and just letting my afro be, because I just could not. So whatever route you take, we have finally come to the end of the video, but I just wanted to make this video short because the very first video was very long, 16 minutes long. So I tried to bring this video to a very short. So that is going to be the end of the video. So now there are 2 routes. There's big chop and there is the transitioning. So choose whichever one suits you, weigh the pros and cons, and choose whichever one suits you. And whichever route you take, make sure that your hair is moisturized. What did I even write here? Make sure to stay off direct heat. Yes, please, whatever you do, stay off direct heat. Direct heat, when I say direct heat, I mean flat irons and blow dryers with concentration nozzle. I don't know if I have a picture, I will insert them somewhere here. So stay off direct heat, stay off flat irons and blow dryers. Keep your hair moisturized. What again did I write here? And yes, make sure you detangle your hair gently for growth and retention, growth and length retention. If you comb your hair anyhow, your hair is going to cut, it's going to break, and you're not going to retain length. So yeah, so whichever route you take, Make sure you go by those 3 tips. Keep your hair moisturized, detangle gently, and of course, stay off heat, stay off direct heat. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video for the episode 2 or the part 2 of the beginner's guide to natural hair. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thumbs up, okay, please. It helps. Comment down below which route did you take to go natural, and if you're contemplating going natural, comment down below which route you might likely take to go natural and your reason, definitely, so that someone else can learn from you. Like I said, I chose the big chop route because I wouldn't be able to deal with all those textures on my head. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Dynamite Natural, and also like my Facebook page, the Dynamite Natural. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. And wait, come back. If you haven't seen the first video, the episode 1, I think I will link it in the iCards above, or you can just check my beginner's guide to natural hair playlist here on YouTube, in my channel. So thank you so much, and yes, I'm finally gone. Bye.